don't dance now, I make money moves. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money moves. If I see you, I don't speak, that means I don't with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch, I make money moves. Yo, you already don't know what it is. It's your girl just came in. I'm out here. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're already a subscriber, well, Guam Bridge in, you already don't know what it is. It looks like I've just about hit 2,000 subscribers. Yo, that's so sick. Just like a couple videos ago, I was at 1,000 subscribers. So I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, pressing the like button, and subscribing to my channel. So for 2,000 subscribers, how about we just go give us 3 gunshots? Bop, bop, bop. You already don't know what it is. So in today's video, what I'm going to be talking about are Korean beauty standards. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to connect whether I fit into Korean beauty standards or my kind of experience with having to live in Korea and whether or not I feel like I am subjected to their beauty standards. I know this topic has been covered by multiple people on multiple platforms in like a different light. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you guys a different spin on it per se. I'm gonna give what I think are some of the beauty standards that I have noticed in Korea and whether or not they're hard to meet or whether or not anyone can meet them. I would like to start off by saying that when it comes to your outward appearance or the way you look and like the sense of beauty here in Korea, it is a little bit more out front, like it's a little bit more out there. People are really conscious about it and it's really displayed as something you want to strive for, to be like beautiful and to look good always. I've talked to some of my friends about this topic. I've just kind of asked them what do they think are some of the things that they think are standard of beauty in Korea. And a lot of the things they've said are pretty typical things. I'm not trying to go really too in depth. And I personally think if you're a foreigner and you come to Korea, you don't necessarily have to be subjected to Korean standards of beauty because you're not Korean. And I say this because obviously you can feel like you want to fit in, or you like Korean culture and you like their style and you feel like we should kind of assimilate to Korean culture and on top of that assimilate to their kind of standards of beauty. You are subjected to Korean standard of beauty, yes, but whether or not you want to fit into that standard of beauty is kind of your choice because you are a foreigner, you're not Korean, so it's not necessarily the same pressures to look as well as they do or to look the way that they do, if that makes any sense. I've asked some of my Korean friends what kind of the standards, like what they look for, like what makes Korean people beautiful, or in their eyes, what is something that they want to do to be beautiful, you know, different than Western cultures and stuff like that. I'm not going to be comparing the two cultures. I'm just going to be saying what they said, what makes somebody beautiful in Korea. Shout out to my boy Moses. He blessed me with some insight on all this information, and also my girl Tina. What up? You already don't know what it is. Thank you for watching my videos, you know, and you're supporting your girl. So without further ado, I'm just going to list off these beauty standards that Koreans try to achieve. First, we're going to start off with pale skin. I've noticed that Koreans try to stay a little on the paler side. They're not really into tanning or tans and stuff like that. Pretty much the lighter your skin, they think it's more better. Second, double eyelids. They think double eyelids are something they want. You know, a lot of people get double eyelid surgery. It's just, it is what it is. Be really thin. I think Koreans really like a thin figure, kind of like a thin straight figure, not really about like the front or the back, you know, kind of like in Western cultures it's not really about the titties or the booties, you know, it's about being really thin and having like skinny legs and skinny thighs and skinny calf muscles. Like they don't really like to, I guess, have like a hourglass shape per se. I'm not really too sure how to explain that. Kind of like they like to be really thin and that's about it. They're not really about the slim thick, you know what I'm saying? I guess they want to be tall, and I say this because, you know, in Korea a lot of the shoes, they're kind of like centimeter up shoes, so they'll make you a little bit taller, or there's even things that you can put into your shoe to make you appear like you're a little bit taller. And you know, you have like the straight eyebrows. Koreans like to have straight eyebrows. That's really a thing. I know the procedure where people get eyebrow tattoos is really popular, so you don't have to spend a lot of time doing it in the morning, or it's just easier. And, you know, eyebrow game, your eyebrows gotta be on fleek. It's important for your eyebrows to be on fleek. Also, having a small head or a small face. Koreans really prefer like small faces. They think it's really good looking. You know, often people will be like, wow, you have a really small head, and that's like taken as a compliment. Big eyes. Koreans like to do their makeup to make it look like their eyes are a little bit more open and bigger, and also that's the reason why they like to have double eyelids, so their eyes look a little bit more wider. Another thing that seems to be a really big part of the standard of beauty in Korea is makeup. I'm here just like barely know how to put on my eyeliner, barely know how to put on my lipstick, you know, saying like I barely even put on foundation half the time. And it is a big deal. For example, whenever I go to school and I wear makeup, you know, the kids are like, oh wow, you look so pretty. But then when I go to school without makeup, you know, my kids like to say like, teacher, what's your name? Whoa, who is that? Who's our teacher today? You know, they always be like high key dissing, you know what I'm saying? And those be like, teacher, like, why does your face look like that? I'm like, damn, yo. Or like some of my friends would be like, yo, why didn't you wear makeup today? Or whoa, you wore makeup. Like, it's always like, you know, it's always a good thing to wear makeup. So in that sense, I do feel like, you know, I am subjected to Korean standards of beauty a little bit, that I do wear makeup more often than I did when I was in Toronto. But I think that's just in itself, makeup is a universal type of thing that's really growing these days regardless. I think a lot of these standards of beauty, you guys already knew about them, but I want to talk about whether or not you as a foreigner will fit into these kind of standards of beauty. I personally think that if you're a foreigner, maybe you shouldn't feel like you should also try to live up to these Korean standards of beauty, because it is really difficult for, just like in Western society, just like in Korean society, it is really hard to live up to these kind of standards of beauty. And in Korea, there's a little bit more of a push for it because, you know, there's a lot of plastic surgery is really big here, and, you know, they really base a lot of what they do based on the way that you look. And that's just from my experiences. And I don't feel like I am subjected to Korean standards of beauty because I am not Korean. And that's probably just my mindset. Like, I'm not trying to make myself look Korean, so to speak, or I don't feel like I'm obligated to try and look like a Korean. For example, like, I did not subject myself to Korean fashion or Korean beauty or anything like that. I'm not really into it, but if you're into it, you may feel like a certain kind of pressure to kind of look like the Koreans, because, you know, often they do look really nice and stuff like that. But for me, I'm kind of just, I'm a disconnect with the Korean, with the Korean standard of beauty. I'm really disconnected with it. I don't subject myself to it. It is what it is. And I personally don't think, as a foreigner, Koreans really subject you to the way that you should look. I think they kind of separate how Koreans should look and how a foreigner would look. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to be like, oh, well, you're living in Korea, so like you should dress like Korean style, or you should, you know, do your makeup like Korean style, or, you know, obviously because you're not Korean. Well, in that sense, some Korean people may try to fit you into a Korean kind of beauty standard. For example, you know, in Canada or America, all people come in all shapes and sizes, you know what I'm saying? And Korean people are more upfront with what they prefer, so you know what I'm saying? So if you are, you know, a little bit on the heavier side, they might just point out like, yo, like, you should go lose some weight or something like that. And it's not that they're being rude, it's like the fact that, you know, that's what I guess they prefer and what they consider beautiful, and they're just really straight up people. They're gonna tell you to your face like, yo, maybe you should like lose some weight or something like that. Or even with me, when my skin, I've been suffering like, you know, really a lot of acne and blemishes, you know, my friends would be like, yo, maybe you should go take care of your face. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're just really straight up about it, and you can feel like you are subjected to Korean standards of beauty. But I think you should try to disconnect yourself from it, or else it's gonna like eat you alive out here. You see what I'm saying? Me personally, I do not subject myself to these Korean standards of beauty at all. I kind of just do my own thing. I dress my own way. I wear what I want. I don't really care what's popular in Korea and what's not popular. If something is popular in Korea, yeah, I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna try to wear it. It looks good. If it doesn't, then I'm not gonna wear it. See what I'm saying? Just because something is popular and everybody's wearing it, and if it's like Korean style, if I try it on and I'm like, bro, it looks whack, like I'm not gonna wear it. And to me personally, a lot of Korean fashion does not look good on me. It's just not my style. I'm not gonna go out my way and force myself to try and wear something that I see like a lot of the Korean girls wearing and stuff like that. On the other hand, I think if you kind of do your own thing, a lot of Korean people are going to think it's interesting, it's new. When you're in Korea, a lot of people like to say that you have no choice but to follow kind of what is their kind of style and their kind of fashion because of the lack of availability. I don't necessarily think that is true at all. You see what I'm saying? I buy my stuff from online. It comes here. Depending on the site, it could take a week or two. And in Seoul, unlike Jeju, there's places like Zara, there's H&M, there's Forever 21, there's everything. There's a lot of things, a lot of kind of Western shops that you can buy Western looking clothes there. So there's really, if you want to, you can kind of put yourself into that Korean swag, or you can still have like a Western swag. And also I'm really lucky that, you know, streetwear is really big here, so I just lean more towards that, and that's where I mostly shop, is at like the streetwear stuff. Partly because, you know, I'm tall and my arms are long AF, and like a lot of the things that are in the Korean style don't even fit me anyway, so I couldn't even wear it even if I wanted to, and it just looks weird on me. Like if you guys know anything about Korean fashion, you know they got kind of like their own thing going on, and that's just not my style whatsoever. I haven't really thought about Korean beauty standards. Like I said, I just kind of really disconnected myself from it, and I just do my own thing. You know, I just kind of like, yo, forget that Korean beauty standard. I'm gonna do my own thing. You know what I did? Yo, I want to tell you guys, yo, I got some grills. In this part of the video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about my grills and how I got it and who I got it from and stuff like that. And actually, it's my first time getting grills. I've always wanted to get grills. You know, it's probably going to be weird when I go wear it out. Korean people are going to be like, yo, what's in your mouth, this and that. But like, I don't really care. I've always wanted it. I don't really care that I'm in Korea. I'm going to wear them anyway, regardless of what people think and whether or not, if it's swagged or not in Korea. So I got these grills from David the jeweler. First off, shout out to him. He's a really cool guy. He's young, and actually he has an interesting story. He started making grills I think about 2 years ago, and he's self-taught, he's self-made. You already done know. I really like people doing their own thing. They out here hustling. You see what I'm saying? They taught themselves. They're really self-made, self-taught, you know, and they're trying to follow their dreams. I really appreciate that. He's made grills for pretty much a bunch of rappers in Korea, because grills isn't really a typical accessory. I'm gonna call grills an accessory because they are accessories of, you know, it is jewelry. I would just think of it as the most custom jewelry you can ever get, because it only can fit into your mouth. It only fits your teeth. Nobody else can wear it, and it's one of a kind. Grills are not, I won't think, a very popular accessory of choice in Korea, but I don't really care. I got them anyway. I've always wanted to get them. Looking into Korean hip-hop, a lot of the rappers and stuff like that have grills, and this guy, he is the one who makes the grills for these people. He's made grills for Cheetah, if you guys know that rapper Cheetah. He's made grills for Uri Goldchild. He's made grills for model that I saw on Instagram that goes by Super Dupa. And he's just made grills for a bunch of people, you know. I'm just gonna show you guys what the grill looks like. I got a 6 set, so it goes across 6 teeth. And what I got was kind of like the fangs, but they're not really fangs, but I mean like the teeth where your fangs would be, with a bar going across with the cut. And it's 10K gold. Really like the work done on these grills. He even put his signature on the inside of one of the teeth here. I think it's very well made. I really like it. At first, when you put it on, it does feel kind of weird. It takes some time to get used to it. Maybe after like 40 minutes or so of wearing it, it will feel like it's not there. but when you first put it on, it definitely feels like there's something there. I've never had braces before, but I would assume that's like how it kind of feels. It just kind of feels like there's something in your mouth. People are gonna be like, yo, like, why'd you get grills? Well, I got grills because I always wanted to get grills, and I think they're lit AF. And you know, in my spare time, I like to pretend that I'm a rapper, and this makes me feel like I can be a rapper. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put them on for you guys, and what you're gonna do is you just line them up with your teeth, and then you press down until you hear a click. And then when you hear that click, that means that they're on. Hey, you already done know. I really like the way that I look in them. I really think like it really brings my kind of style. From my research of having grills, they say like, oh, you kind of sound weird or you have a lisp. You guys let me know if I sound any different with it on. I think I do a little bit, but I'm not too sure. But I like it. I think it suits me well. If it didn't, you know, I wouldn't even be showing you guys. I'd have been like, yo, that took that L and just not wear them at all. But yo, I like it. You guys let me know like if y'all messing with this swag or not, you know. But regardless, I like it. I really like the way I look in them. I think I look pretty swag, you know. I feel like I'm Cardi B, got a bag and fix my teeth. Hope you was it ain't cheap. Like I said before, obviously you're like walking down the street every day in Korea, you're not gonna find somebody wearing grills. It's just if they're into it or not. But you know what, I don't care. I like it, and it seems to be like it's a growing culture here in Korea in terms of jewelry making and stuff like that. I think David is he told me there are only two other people who make grills, including him, so which means there's only 3 grill makers in all of Korea. He did a good job, so shout out to you, David. You already done know. I appreciate it. It's sick. And yeah, so you know, your girl got grills. I'm so amped to just go out and wear them. You know, I feel like a girl who has just got like an engagement ring. You know, I'm just gonna be out there like, yeah, jeez. So that will be all for today's video. If you like this video, please press the thumbs up button. And you know what? How about you guys go ahead and comment down below whether or not you guys messing with these girls or not, what you guys think about girls with grills, or what you guys think about Korean standards of beauty. And also, if you want to see more videos from me, you already done know what it is. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys later. Yo, I'm out.